Soweto Derby gone wrong. Orlando Pirates 3, Kaizer Chiefs 0. I didn't expect this one in this Soweto Derby. With all the hype and everything, I think it's fair to say it is a disappointing Soweto Derby. Yeah. Maybe not for another miracle and Orlando Pirates fans, but generally, as football lovers, it was a very bad Soweto Derby.
Very bad. It was disappointing for all Chief fans. It was a letdown for all Chief fans all over the world. Yeah,
another miracle. You have to see this from our own point of view. A lot of people traveled far to go watch the Soweto Derby. Yeah. At least they should at least expect to. I know you enjoy it, but for the love of the game.
The truth is, while we watched the game together, you saw my reaction all through. Yeah. There was no time, apart from when we scored the first goal, right? There was no time I was overexcited. Like, I was waiting for the heat. After first half, I said, maybe second half, they were going to change the whole pattern, the whole game. Yeah. When I saw they started bringing in the players that we know that should have started the game, I was like, these people are not bringing the competition, who knows? And then I saw 3-0. I was disappointed.
that's what
These guys were supposed to give me a competition, something to look forward to come out more.
All of us. We were expecting
They slept on this derby.
Soweto Derby. This is the biggest game we are looking up to. Yeah. We even have plans of going to watch the second leg.
Of course.
I hope it will not be like this, Mr. Casey.
Please.
I don't know. Like I said, we don't have a coach. We have people that are in the dugout, about 3 of them shouting to the players at the same time, getting them confused. I believe that before they even get to tell the players what to do, they'll have to first argue. Because that's why I asked that question when I did my in-shot. Who is Chiefs coach? Now, I heard that the coach said that the players were scared. That was why they lost the game. Now, will you...
Scared?
Yes, he said he blamed the loss on fear. That the players were afraid of the Soweto Derby. The players that he fielded were afraid. You will agree with me that our best player so far this season has been Solomon. You used to watch our games.
From the right back, yeah.
Tell me why Solomon was on the bench.
It's very confusing.
I used to tell you how Ntetwa used to stabilize our game. Yes, we used to play draws, but Ntetwa used to keep us. I know he's injured. You started Mabwe. Then tell me what Chislet did in the previous game that
he had to start the game.
He's a white boy now.
No, white.
No, there is white. There is white and there is white. The two whites we have in our both teams, we know what we are suffering.
The old is an old man now. The jog is old.
That's what I'm saying. We know what we are suffering. Yeah. But you also have white boys. Why are your own not doing the same way or I'm careful. I'm careful with my words.
Talking about coaches now, let's talk about the man of the moment. Abdisalam Wadu or Audu as you call him. Another miracle. Yeah. Scale of 1 to 10. Yeah. Rate Wadu for me.
I'd give him a 7.
7 over 10.
Yeah.
Mr. Casey, your professional opinion. Wadu.
Let me tell you the truth. Judging from Pirates last season and current Pirates, Wadu has improved Pirates to a level that they can compete head to head with Sundowns. I think if Wadu had this kind of squad that your coach has now, Wadu would have run away with this league with what he's doing with Pirates.
Which means Wadu is better than
Kadoso. I'm giving Wadu 8.5.
You're putting 10. You're putting words into
another miracle. Yeah. Why 7 over 10?
From a scale of 1 to 10, from that 1 to 7 that I gave him was because of the games he has played and won. Usually, looking back at these other seasons that have come and gone, you guys by now would have concluded whatever the league was going to look like. We are sure that Sundowns have run away with the league. We're just waiting for the last game for them to take the trophy and run away. Yeah. But because he's consistent with winning, we've only lost 3 already. Yeah, we've only lost 3 games. I'm basing my
assessment.
Yeah, on PSL. I'm not considering MTN 8 or NetBank because where we need this liberation is inside PSL. The fact that you guys have taken this league 8 times in a row, even as a normal baseless football fan, I just love to watch football. If I hear that, my ear will tingle. It's crazy. So now that I am a full-time Orlando Pirates fan and seeing the difference that Wadu has made from last season to this season, the difference is significant. I'm giving him that 1 to 7. If he had managed to understand or give me a first 11, he has failed to do that. That's the honest truth.
He doesn't need to.
I would have given him a 9.
No problem.
Listen, I'm not done. Let me finish. Let me finish why I'm saying what I'm saying now. Because me and you know that there's a set of boys who would have given you a tough time in our last game.
Well.
Me, even you as a Kaizer Chiefs fan, you know, you thought you were asking me, where is Mbule? Where is Magoba? These are the questions that you would ask, and if you're not getting an answer, it breaks your heart. I know that there are formations that he would have used against Sundowns that we would have survived, even if it's a draw we took out from that game. It would have been okay for us. But because he decided to do what we call him the king of rotation, and he made a mistake in that starting 11, and that's, if you ask me, that's why we lost that game.
Here I come in what you're saying. Look, Wadu has assessed himself, and there was no way he was going to beat Sundowns, and he knew that Sundowns was coming to dominate and win the game. And in fact, Sundowns is waiting for an opportunity to meet Pirates again to shorten the gap. Now, as a coach, those players that you are mentioning, those Mbule and those, these are players that have flair, but they cannot mark.
The energy
is not there.
Not Mbule. Don't tell me that. No.
Mbule does not. See, we watch these games.
Mbule marks.
Mbule.
You can say Mbule marks, but he gets tired. But Mbule plays with his mind. After all, this guy plays for Bafana.
Wait now. How many times did you see in tough matches that Hugo Bruce used him
against Nigeria? If you
I'm coming.
Thank you.
That should come for
in
something.
those games,
Nigeria was the biggest threat that they faced.
You will agree with me that Nigeria dominated that game.
Not really. I guess
yes, now
it was a 1-1 draw.
Forget the draw. Nigeria wanted to beat South Africa in that game. But what I'm saying is that how many times you ask yourself, how many times does Mbule win possession for the team?
Okay.
He tries to help the team play, but it doesn't. So that coach would have seen it like, if I go head to head with these people, I may score, but they may have scored me, they may finish me. I get me. So he tried to contend. He was looking for a draw. It did not work out. That was why he started losing 2-0. Sometimes coaches make that mistake. They want to get a draw.
I'd like to come in there.
And at the end of the day, they find out that draw is not working. Then they now come out to attack.
I'd like to come in there.
Another miracle. Hold on. I don't want us to keep talking about Mbule. Don't worry. You have your time to talk to your Orlando Pirates fans.
It's fine.
I want to talk about Kaizer Chiefs now. Mr. Casey, where do you think Kaizer Chiefs got it wrong in this game? You will also answer this question from your official, professional opinion. Tell me too.
I don't want to talk about things that we don't have. Already, we have Ben Youssef and Cedric Kaze as our coaches. So it's there. It's not something I have to start crying over. Now, these coaches have been managing us since Nabi left. We that have been watching the games know that Solomon is far better, even as a left back, than even the Makati. We saw, we have seen even Dupreez that missed chances, always available to get them.
So where did you get it wrong?
In his selection in this particular game, he took players that I'm not even sure they played the Soweto Derby before.
That was why they had the fear.
For the first time you watch a game, Lelepo was missing. That shows you how many times
completely absent from the game.
How many times did Lelepo receive the ball? I get me. Who is in the midfield to give him the ball? Just because Mabue came in and got one of the man of the match or one match, therefore he's a good midfielder.
So the fault is from the selection.
Even you know that Ntwari, the Rwandan goalkeeper, is better than Mvuma. Even if Peterson was
I was surprised when I saw this
even if Peterson was not available, you know that Ntwari, Rwanda national goalkeeper, is better than that Mvuma that started the game.
Another miracle. In just few seconds, where do you think Chiefs, I know that you enjoyed yourself watching that game, where do you think, if you were a Chiefs fan, that you would have compared to say, okay, this is where we got it wrong as a Chiefs fan?
You know, Casey once mentioned something about fear. I felt from start to finish they lost their confidence even before the game started.
Yes.
I think as a player, as a Chiefs player, hearing that this guy is not starting this game, you'd ask yourself, okay, who am I going to feed passes to? Or who is going to help me go after this person? Because we started with our own big boys. It was expected that Chiefs will come with their big boys too. So that is in fact, He's right.
Yeah.
Their selection was poor.
What got you?
Mr. Kasande looked at me when he saw their starting 11 and said, "Congratulations, Mimi. You people are winning this one." Before, imagine a fan saying this.
Yeah.
How much more the players in the pitch?
Yeah.
So of course the selection affected them that started the game.
Sam, I'm still with you. The man of the match award went to Sebelebele.
Yeah.
All of us saw Apolis in that game.
Oh, yeah.
None of your players deserve the man of the match award. No offense. So, do you think Sebelebele played more than Apolis? Because for me, Apolis was everywhere in that game. So, do you think Sebelebele deserved that man of the match award than Apolis?
If I have to be completely honest, this is a tough question actually, because both of them outdid themselves. That's the honest truth. You know, Apolis, we know, is a winger. But in that game, they dropped him just somewhere in the midfield to help feed passes to the strikers. But then Sebelebele, on the other hand, won every duel he went for.
Yes.
I didn't see the ball go past him. Instead, he will go down with you at the same time.
Yeah.
So it was well deserved actually.
He deserves it more.
Yeah.
Mr. Casey, same opinion.
You know, the man of the match is voted.
Yeah.
It is not statistically given by pundits. So I think the fans were impressed with the way Sebelebele shot Chiefs down from that place. So I think the fans voted.
The tackles were everywhere.
If you ask me, the best player on that pitch was Apolis. But I'm not taking away what Sebelebele did on the day. So the fans loved it and voted him.
Yeah.
That's just
in conclusion, would you say you have tackled the problem of your scoring ability, finishing? Because you always complain about striker. You might have scored 3 goals. But do you think...
Now against Chiefs now.
Wait. Generally...
You want to banter me?
No. Generally, as we conclude now, just round up everything.
In fact, no, you don't need to ask the question twice. Because if we had a striker, these goals should have come from one person. We still don't have a striker. Scoring against Chiefs or any other team doesn't justify the fact that we don't have. And until we sign a proper 9, this issue will linger.
You're just send a message to Orlando Pirates now.
Orlando Pirates, wait, to my coach or
to Orlando Pirates, Dogga. He's the one in charge of signing. Yeah. You want a striker? Tell him.
In fact, whoever that is in charge of signing players, please get us a proper 9. And this time, we don't want one from South Africa. I am saying this as a Conch Pirates fan. Go outside, go beyond Africa. Go to Europe and get me a proper 9 that can score goal even with his eyes closed, and we are good to go.
Thank you very much. Oga Casey, Mr. Casey, sorry that I said Oga Casey. I don't know your condition now. In conclusion, tell me one player in Kaizer Chiefs that you can say that you singled out in that game that at least impressed you.
They were all
don't do
below
this.
par.
Don't do this now.
Let me just say one. Let me just say it for saying sake. I think Tabiso Monyane for making Yamatuke silent
kind of disappear.
That's the only person in the match that for me did well. You understand?
Yeah.
So immediately Miguel got injured. I knew it would get worse. Yeah. And Miguel was even the one that even made it look as if we were at least solid. But I think our best player on that night was just Monyane.
Congratulations to Orlando Pirates. The Soweto Derby eventually ended in black.